The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. 300. You got nothing.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They go play action. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Can.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Listen to me.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cousins on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And an alley to run. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Gun. Crash. Tight dog.
Cook able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Joker.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Cousins now, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 13 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Here's Cousins, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check 9, check 9. 300. Check back 40, check back 40.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Mike, behind! Quaker Omaha! Greystone, travel.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run, Cook, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They run again on first down. Cook, not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We ain't giving them nothing to do. Two. Here we go.
Throwing is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
But now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Play fake. Cousins. Loss here as he's taken down. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Right there, 40's Mike. Hey, come on, first. 40's Mike. Hey, Alpha. Man, I got you. Mike, here we go. 40.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Two. Check the hot read.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On the ground, it's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Ready?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Cousins give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. It's caught by Treadwell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
You got it. You got it.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Good route here. Check. 40's mine. 40's the... Hey! My 7. My 40. Hey, let's get that ball.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand.